Good morning all, camelbacktrading.org coming to you this Wednesday morning, May 15th. Looking at window traders market profile of the ES and NQ. So we have spent the entire overnight, as you can see, way above the base of the price spike. Very positive for ES and NQ. In fact, in the upper distribution above the base of the price spike. Righty never had a spike, obviously. They never took out yesterday's high, but they're spending a majority of their overnight in their sell tail with a wide pocket higher value. Now, you got CPI coming out today. PPI came out, and by the way, for those of you who have not traded the markets for as long as I have, PPI always used to come out ahead of CPI because you needed to know what it cost to produce something before the consumer could purchase it. Why they've changed it, for the most part, where CPI comes out first, once again, is another mystery to me by our government and everybody else who decides to do these things. But the bottom line is this. PPI came out yesterday. Sellers were rejected firmly on their downward move, and we ended up with a price spike and a trend day up. CPI should not change that much. It might, but it shouldn't, because we know already what PPI is. The bottom line is this. No matter how these algos react at 8:30, 9:30 is your important time if you're trading the regular trading hours, which is all I do. So the base of this price spike at 60 in ES and in NQ's case 371 is a very, very important level bulls want to defend. Okay? If they defend it, then there's a very good chance ES is going to take back finally this trend day from April 4th. There's not too many levels left for the bears to defend in the S&P. Talk about their backs being pushed against the wall. We're very close to all-time highs. Now, NQ has more work to do, and Righty certainly has a lot more work to do. But the S&P, which is the biggest, and the leader out there, is closing in on all-time highs. So, bears need to defend whatever they can. As far as the bulls, they want to defend this level here. Okay, they're up in the weekly, they're up in the daily, they have an inside month. So they want to keep chugging along to the upside. One thing, a little nuance that we talk about, is even though the market spiked, we were 8 wide down here. Now, I like 9 wide or more, but the bottom line is POC was lowered yesterday and never had an opportunity to be raised. Just something to keep in the back of your head if this market is to fail above B's high. Okay? Again, given a game plan with another number coming out, kind of silly. We just talked about what needs to be defended, right? If at 9:30 we open above B's high, you could use longs against it and be out below half back, right? If we open below it, well, then you can look for a short against it since there's where there were buys yesterday. They weren't there this morning, and then again out above it. Okay, those are two early plays. As far as front run the overnight high, depending on where it is, certainly you can do that. We know the history of these two things, especially with the single prints, depending on where it is, unless it really rips at 8:30. NQ, remember, pretty big price vacuum though. You have that wide overnight pop, but there's really nothing until 519. Okay, over 100 points away from where we're trading. So just keep that all in mind. And then chart-wise, now I am leaving early today. I have to leave around 1:15. I don't know if I'll be back prior to the close. Probably not, but I will recap, obviously, the whole day once I'm back. We keep going higher with smaller ranges and light volume. At some point, you need reinforcements that are going to make this a sounder foundation. Otherwise, all these lows that we talked about in last night's video can be wiped out in one fell swoop. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel. Come check out my new website, camelbacktrading.org. There's all different price points, so go check those out. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this YouTube channel, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.